This isn't advice. It's a psychological weapon. And once you learn it, there's no going back. Because what I'm about to show you doesn't just make you smarter, it rewires your entire operating system. You'll stop reacting like a human and start calculating like a machine. People will look at you the same, but they'll feel something is different. They won't know why, but they'll stop testing you. They'll start adjusting to you. This is the path of mental invincibility, not through strength, but through strategy. Now listen closely. We're going to break this into 3 ruthless levels. Each one cuts deeper into the core of who you are and rebuilds it from the ground up. Level 1. The silence between thought and reaction. Normal people live in reaction. They feel anger and they explode. They feel fear and they freeze. They feel love and they fall blindly. But you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to insert something most people never even notice. A pause. That pause is your throne. It's the space where power lives. And inside that pause, you choose. You become aware of the emotion, question the source, and decide the response, not based on feelings, but based on strategy. Example, someone insults you. A normal mind flares up, but you analyze. Why now? Why this tone? What do they want me to feel? Are they insecure, trying to assert power, or are they baiting me to break character? You don't react, you make a move. Level 2, the strategic mirror. This is where it gets darker. You stop being the subject. You become the mirror. Every person you meet, you reflect them back to themselves. They smile, you smile. They doubt, you question. They crave approval, you give just enough to hook them deeper. But here's the trick. You're not doing it to connect. You're doing it to control. The moment you mirror someone's emotional state, they feel understood. And the mind trusts what it feels, understands it. You become the only one who gets them. That's not connection. That's leverage. Now you're not just reading emotions, you're writing the script. Level 3, the observer effect. This is where you vanish and become unstoppable. You stop identifying with your own thoughts. You're not the anger, you're not the fear, you're not even the voice in your head. You are the observer. Imagine walking through a storm, but the storm can't touch you. That's what happens when you observe your own mind like a security system watching its own building. You catch intrusive thoughts before they attach. You spot mental viruses before they infect. You question everything. Is this thought mine? Who planted it? Does it serve me or enslave me? Most people, they obey thoughts like orders. You interrogate them like suspects. That's how you become untouchable. Because the person who watches the mind controls the mind. Final words, becoming the cold flame. Don't confuse this with being emotionless. You're not a robot. You're something rarer, a cold flame. Burning with intensity, but controlled. Unpredictable, but precise. Calm, but deadly. People will try to read you, but there's nothing to read. They'll try to provoke you, but there's no button to push. This isn't charisma. This isn't confidence. This is calculated power, born from metacognition, trained through ruthless awareness, forged in the fires of self-mastery. You are not here to blend in. You're here to bend the world to your will, quietly. So now I ask you, are you the one being watched or the one watching the pawn or the player? Because after this, you don't get to go back.